Okay, so we are on session 17. Um, this one, you were talking about perimeter and you were doing uh, the formula that we saw yesterday. And this is something new for you. So if you don't get it completely, that's okay. It's just sort of an introduction of what it's going to look like from here on out for perimeter. You're using this formula, filling in the blanks, and making it the equation a little bit more simpler than what we've done in the past. So let's look at the example. It says the community center has a rectangular kiddie pool. The length of the pool is 25 feet. The width is 15 feet. What is the perimeter of the kiddie pool? So use the formula for the perimeter of the rectangle. If you didn't watch the last video for session 16, you need to do that because we talked about this formula here, both of these formulas. So L stands for length, W stands for width. So whenever you see that, you're going to plug in the length for the L and the width for the W. Okay? So if you look over here at this rectangle, the length is going to be 25 and the width is going to be 15. So 2 times 25, because the L stands for 25 length, plus 2 times 15, the width. The W stands for width. So they used what they had written out here and made it into an equation. Okay? Because you know that perimeter, you add up 2 lengths and 2 widths. 2 lengths, 2 widths. Okay? Once you do that, you can solve the problem out. Okay, 2 times 25 is 50, plus 2 times 15 is 30. 50 plus 30 is 80. Now this is the same problem, they just use a little bit different equation. What they did, they put the 2 on the outside of the parentheses. If you ever see parentheses, you do what is inside the parentheses first. So you're going to add the length and the width up first. Length is 25, width is 15. 25 plus 15 is 40. So you do that first, and then you multiply the 2. Okay, if there's a number outside the parentheses with no operation, it means multiply. So you're going to do 2 times 40 is 80. The perimeter of the pool is 80 feet. So now for number 1, you're going to plug in the length and the width for both of these equations, just like up here, and solve it out. Okay, let's do this one together. A rectangular photograph has a length of 10 inches and a width of 8 inches. Fill in the numbers in the formulas below to show 2 ways to find the perimeter of the photograph. So this blank right here, you're going to do the length. Over here, you're going to put in the width. So the length is 10, 2 times 10, and the width is 8, 2 times 8. 2 times 10 is 20, put a 20 here. 2 times 8 is 16, put a 16 here. And then you're going to add those two together and get your answer. Okay? Over here, you're going to plug in the length here. The length is 10. Put a 10 here. The width is 8. Put an 8 there. Whatever is inside the parentheses, you do first. So 10 plus 8 is 18. And 18 goes here. 2 times 18 is 36. So the answer for both of these should be the same, and it should be 36. Okay, you're going to do number 2 by yourself. Find the perimeter of Jason's computer screen. Number 3, we're going to do together. Okay, so a rectangular garden has a width of 90 feet. The perimeter is 500 feet. What is the length of the garden? So the width is 90 feet. So the length's over here, the width's over here. So you're going to do 2 times 90 in this blank, in these parentheses right here, because it told us what the width was. 2 times 90. We know that 2 times 90 is 180. Okay? So the length 2 times L, 2L plus 180. So this one is getting a little bit complicated here because it sort of left out a step here. Okay, we know that the width is 180. So whatever is left over, 180 plus blank equals 500. So what you're going to have to do is do 500 minus 180 to figure out what the length is. Okay, and that answer goes here. So 500, see, it left out a blank. Whoops. Not there. Here we go. I'm going to work it out for you. My camera isn't working today for some reason. 180, and that's going to give us an answer. You put that answer right here. Okay, blank equals the length, 2 lengths. So whatever this answer is here, you divide it by 2 to get 1 length, and that's the answer. Okay, so let's do 500 minus 180. Pause your screen. Okay, 500 minus 180 is going to be 320. Okay, so 320 equals 2 lengths. Okay, so 320 is 2 lengths. So if you add the lengths together, it's going to equal 320. Divide that out to equal 1 length. This one's really confusing, I'm sorry. So 320 divided by 2, you're going to do that next. 320 goes here, divided by 2, and your answer goes here. And then you found the length of the garden. Okay. 4. What is the perimeter of a square with side lengths of 3 inches? We talked about a square in lesson 16. The square has the same side lengths. So the perimeter of a square is going to be, how many sides does the square have? 4. 3 times. So 4 times 3. Okay. 5 you should be able to do by yourself. And 6, the square and the rectangle at the right each have, I need to wake up, I'm yawning. Each have a perimeter of 200 centimeters. What are the side lengths of the square and the rectangle? Find the side length of the square first. So what you're going to do, since all 4 sides of the square is equal, you're going to divide 200 divided by 4. Okay? 200 divided by 4, figure that out. And then you're going to plug in that answer here to find the length and the width of this rectangle. And then you can work from there. So that one's a little bit challenging as well, but I know you can do it. Alright, so this is session 17. The next sessions we have is 18 and 19, and that is your Go Math pages. So we will do those on the next session.